Alright. Down the bottom center of the screen you can see my joysticks. I'm going to switch to disarmed. This is how your drone's just off. Weirdly, disarmed seems to let me pivot when I shouldn't be able to pivot. I think it's just a simulator problem. Anyway, so I'm going to arm my drone. So I'm not very good at this yet. I still have like a really quick trigger. Oh, I also always, the first thing I do is I forget that you don't control this like two thumbsticks like on a controller. You pinch it and you tweak them like they're nipples. If I'm uploading this on YouTube, that probably shouldn't have been something I said, but whatever, my YouTube's too small, no one's gonna notice to report me. Yeah, so I'm not very good. It does simulate damage, and I don't want to try showing what I can do. This is actually my first flight of the day, so I'm not doing very well. I'm also... There we go! See, I've gotten a little bit better. Actually, the first day I couldn't even make it out of these doors. Fuck! The damn thing is, like, okay, and the way you land, you just... Okay, I've never landed in this drone. I've never used this drone before. It's a racing drone. You kind of just, like, eyeball it. This is probably giving you motion sickness. God damn it. But you just disarmed the drone when you're, like, close to the ground and going slow enough, but obviously I wasn't. This thing is, yeah, so that would actually be a proper way to land it, like, unironically. Fuck. Okay, so if I want to come out here, I want to yaw to the left, and let's do that. So one of my problems is that I have a habit of flying these things like they're planes and trying to bank my turns when they're more similar to a helicopter. But like, you don't get any practice flying a helicopter in games, and when you do, they're like really dumbed down so that they're just very doable. Fuck. Is that a gap down there? Can't tell. So, yeah, it's just one of those things. Let's see if I can hit that gap under here again. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna shoot this middle. Fuck. There's a gap underneath the shipping containers here, except that it's such a tight fitting. I don't know if this drone is even small enough. It probably is. But that's like a 5-inch gap for a 5-inch drone, you know? Although 5 inches is the size of the prop, not the size of the drone. Damn. Anyway. But yeah, it's a ton of fun to fly around out here. You know, this is only like my 4th or 5th fly session. I can really only fly for about half an hour at a time before I get motion sick. And every time I crash, just imagine that it's anywhere between $50 and $100 to fix. Unless I smash into the wall at full speed, in which case that's a new drone. Like, as long as you don't smash the brains of the computer and the camera, which are both pretty durable, you're fine. But your battery can light on fire if you're not careful. Or if you are careful and you crash into something anyway, because these things are hard. Landing is, I know that, like, the people that use camera drones, like, actually practice, but, like, that is how you land a racing drone. I don't think it would bounce that much in real life, but maybe I'm wrong. But, like, that's unironically how acro flyers land drones, is what I hear I think that's just a John for people too lazy to learn how to actually land. I've seen people with camera drones land on a dime. And, I mean, knowing how hard it is to... Oh yeah, here's something fun. Had to overcorrect because I had my yaw wrong. Yaw is the side to side. Here's roll. Here's pitch. And then if you're not level and you try to turn, this is your yaw. You just spin horizontally. And every time you like do any sort of turning, it's all accomplished by the drone doing some math to calculate how much they need to be offset from each other. So if you're in a position where you're perfectly hovering, really I should be able to do a better job of this. I need to change the camera angle so it faces the ground more, because this is pointed way too high up in the air. This is for racing, because when you're racing you aim pretty far at the ground and you just fucking crank. You'll notice in the top right I'm going 100 kilometers per hour, and that is actually how fast a racing drone can go. Drones are extremely fast. Even the like not so racy ones still go like 90 kilometers an hour. Camera drones are slower because they're way heavier, but anything that's not... Oh, shoot. I'm gonna run out of battery. So when you start running low on battery, which happens quickly, you run out of battery fast because the motor stops being able to keep up with the demand of not crashing. Hey, that was actually a full flight where I didn't... You know what? I'm going to end it there. I've taught you a lot, and by a lot, I mean almost nothing, but I landed without annihilating my everything, and I'm out of battery. I think that was a good flight. All right.